This is the 2022 range of motorhomes from Spanish producer Benimar. I'm going to take you around a quick look at the full set. This is the Tesoro 463, which costs 60,000 euros in this condition. Bear in mind, prices, as always, I must state, prices are only a vague indication because the price depends on the options, and getting the base price, for example, which I sometimes show you, is next to impossible. Benimar roller team, they look extremely similar. They're made by the same company but in different factories, but most of the parts though come from the same factory. One thing though I need to point out with Benimar is that it does give you this, which no one else does, this step up into the vehicle in the German layout. Under here, oh sorry, I'm even going to demonstrate this as well. I think that comes out like that. Another Benimar feature, these two things are actually joined, and therefore you've got this huge amount of storage. Not storage, it's where you store yourself at night, your bed. I'm going to let this lady talk as I walk around. This fair is now open.
Wir wünschen Ihnen einen informativen Besuch sowie einen angenehmen und erfolgreichen Messetag. Good morning, dear exhibitors and visitors. Welcome to the 9th day of Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. We wish you an informative visit as well as a successful and pleasant day at the fair. Bonjour, chers exposants et visiteurs. Bienvenue au 9e jour du Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. Nous vous souhaitons une visite informative et une bonne journée couronnée de succès à la fois. Buongiorno cari espositori e visitatori. Benvenuti al nuovo giorno del Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. Vi auguriamo una visita informativa ed un piacevole giorno pieno di successo alla fiera. Guten Morgen, unsere exposanten und Besucher. Hartelijk welkom auf den 9. Tag van de Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. Wir wünschen dir ein informatives Besuch ebenfalls in angenahmen und successreichen Bürstner.
So this one here is 51,000, which, to be quite honest, isn't a lot as far as vans are concerned. If you've got 10 years to pay, which I doubt, but if you did, you can do a quick calculation. And supposing you, supposing we're 20% down, which I also doubt, but that would be a huge amount of cash every month. Even if you actually paid over 5 years, it's not a huge amount of cash. Wonderful large wardrobe there. The bed at the back will go up and down, gives you more room in the garage, and there's a bed up here as well, so it'll sleep 3. Benimar comes on the Ford or the Fiat platforms. Now this is their top of the range A983 integrated motorhome. It costs 84,000 euros and is 7 meters long. Here we've got the bed in the down position, so you've got, see how the seats have to go, they get pushed forward like that, and this allows all this to come down, and you've got an enormous bed there. You can keep some sheets on it, but you obviously have to store your upper bedding somewhere else, otherwise it's not going to work. Okay, night position, so you can see what it would look like then. Table here, seating group. Remember, 7 meter van. This is most unusual at the back. Thinking out the box, normally the storage is below the bed. Here it's above it, and there's quite a lot of logic to that as well. It's a bit like, we as humans live downstairs and we sleep upstairs, probably because when we were apes, we spent the day down on the ground, and in the evening we went and slept in the trees. Don't know if any of you still do that, but that's how it once was. And so that is probably why we sleep upstairs. So it's more logic to live upstairs where there's more light. Anyway, here, if you're sleeping, doesn't matter if you're sleeping down here or up there, but it's easy to get your stuff up when you stand up to get it out. So, not a bad idea. I really think that's thinking outside the box and quite good. That toilet has been somewhat elevated. Don't really know the reason for that. Oh, it's got Alde heating system in this 7-meter van. I do appreciate it's a rather expensive van, but it's quite good. Now, anybody here from Benimar and they want Mick to give me one of their vehicles, I think I'll choose this one. I like the layout, which is 3 burners, which is really quite unusual. Good size kitchen, fridge is a relatively standard one. You know, for somebody living full time, this wouldn't be such a bad option. And I've said all that despite the fact that I do not like beds over there. But in a 7-meter van, you haven't really got anywhere else to put it. And if you took the bed out there, this would be a 1-person van with the bed in the garage. You can remove this bed in the garage completely. It'll come out. There you go. And then you'd have an even bigger garage. And so, if this were mine, that's what I'd do. I'd take that out completely, and I might even keep it in the van. I think, I'd keep it in the van. I'd store it at the back, just in case. I'm not really keen on having spare beds in the van, but you know, that wouldn't be so bad. My bike could go in here, and if I had guests who wouldn't sleep, well, the guests would probably get the bed, and I'd end up sleeping here. But you know, something like that could actually work. So I quite like that one. So it's 8983. If anybody here from Benimar is watching and they think I'd look good in that, then do write to me. Alternatively, what you could do is to you could write to Benimar and say, I think Alan would look good in one of these vans, and if you know anybody just Italian suits as well, could you drop the same line to them? Right, we've got another integrated van here, the A961. This is the Mileo 268, semi-integrated vehicle, neither of which we're getting into. This is a Mileo 261, and so you see the public is now coming in, but not yet swarming in. And the Mileo 261 at a cost of 62,000, 7-meter van, and with a German layout at the back. I think this black and white or black and clear design looks totally horrible. That's my opinion. You might think differently. And nice looking shower room. Storage, as always, under the bed. T Tesoro 442. It's got a bed at the back widthwise, and it's got a bed there. It costs 64,000 euros. I quite like this approach with the fridge on one side and the storage. Steps up to the bed at the back. This has been bed has been profiled to allow for maximum space. Don't we know we've got a headboard at both ends? Could be a reason. And in here, the toilet is locked, and it looks the same as the one we just saw anyway. So, and there's the kitchen with storage underneath. Tesoro 483. Now, it's quite a small van. It costs 65,000. It's 659 centimeters wide. Bed up there, sitting group down here. Mate of mine bought not this one, but a Benimar. He raised the seats. And once more, we have this curious rear design with the bed in the garage and the storage up here. And look at all that storage you get up here. It'd look even better if the lights were on. Are there any lights in here? You know? No, they're not. Never mind, you can't do everything. That's life. And there you go. You can see in here the washroom. Big table. And oh, this one's got an oven as well. People say, where's the oven? Or where's the microwave? Well, you can buy them. Tesoro 468, semi-integrated, and looks like we're not getting to this one either. And here's the Tesoro 497. The ones we're not getting into in this walk around, you can see in other videos once I've stuck the whole lot up, which, you know, it's going to take me ages. Tesoro 497, got a queen bed. It costs 65,000. It's 743 centimeters in length. This curtain is hanging down like that because it's normally tucked up into the overhead bed, and the overhead bed is currently in this position there. It's up, and you probably tucked the curtain in, so that's the right reason it's down there. And there's a nice look at the bedroom, queen bed. Close the door here, shower on one side, and toilet there. Same fridge as we've already seen. Tesoro 495 up, and this vehicle here comes at a cost of 60,000, and it's 705 centimeters long on a Ford, as you can see. And you've got your another spare bed up there, and the queen bed at the back in a 7-meter vehicle. Sport 346 as an overcab. Don't know why they call a sport vehicle as one of an overcab. There might be a reason. 65,500, 711 centimeters in length. Can sleep 6. 2 at the back down here in the widthwise bed. Accessible via steps. Fat fridge. You probably need a fat fridge if you've got a stack of people in your van. Storage. Big table with an extension. 6 belted positions. That'll make a bed. And there's another bed up here. This bit goes up conveniently. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Give you more room to get in and out of the driving position. And the bed comes down. You've got 2 windows, one on the roof, one on the side. USBs by the side. You've got this formed storage compartments there. Television can go up there. And that's this sport van. Here's another sport van, which will look quite similar. And we're not going in that because someone else is in. And this one here looks the same, similar inside, 61,000. It's got a German layout, and you can only sleep 4. Don't know if only is the right word, but it sleeps 4. And here, this one here is new apparently. It's Sport 340, and this one here comes at a cost of 63,000. And it's 675 centimeters long. Now you haven't got the rear rear facing bench. That means there's nobody's going to be sleeping in there. You can put 2 up there. Wonderful table, large, and you can get, I don't know if there's meant to be 2 here and 1 up there. Obviously this thing here comes up and down. You're not supposed to fit in that space unless you're a snake, in which case you'd be probably quite happy to fit in there. One thing though, if you're a snake, you will need to get an automatic gearbox, because you know, if you're trying to change gears, it's going to be quite awkward. I find the same with dogs as well. They just can't drive manual gearboxes. Alright, so fortunately this is on an automatic gearbox, so it should be okay for snakes to use. Here is the Tesoro 488, which comes at a cost of 67,500. We're not getting in that one, and so that is the Benimar range of vans for 2022. Now we didn't see all of them, but so I'm going to show you inside now. One we didn't say, oh, there's still people in there. Look, I'm going to have to come back and do it at a different time. Those vehicles that are missed out in this quick presentation have been videoed in others, so it's not exactly missing anything. So I'm going to have to come back. I've done them all I've done almost all of them individually, and they will all have been done by the time I finish. This is me in Dusseldorf. If you see anything you want to know more about, then I can try and film things in more detail, but maybe not this event, but at the next one, which will be Stuttgart, which will be in January of 2022, and then I'll be here in August and September of 2022, and lots of other places as well.
Hello. Hi. I meet you in